Let's go. Welcome back to Dumox Chess. There's a few things we got to talk about, I think, before we jump into today's game. A lot of people upset about the lack of videos lately, and that's my bad. When I say a lot of people, I mean fractionally of the current audience of three. We've had 1/3 of the viewership complain. So, trying to make amends here tonight. I did play a bit of chess over the weekend. Lost both games. So bad. Just terrible, terrible play on my part. That really not a whole lot to learn there. But so I don't. I think I deleted both of those videos. I guess I'll have to check. I may have auto saved them. Um, but yeah, truly nothing to learn. The games are there on the Dumox Chess account if you want to check them out. Might be if nothing else, a good marker for how far we have to go in this challenge on the road to getting a 1400 rating is what we're aiming for by June. And currently, we're not that. Currently, we're super not that. Just not good at chess right now. So, gosh, yeah, I guess a couple of other points. One, well, they're related. They're related. The name of the channel, I've been wondering about that. I talked about it in the possibly deleted video. Just not sure how I feel about the name. I like, the reference to Aquinas in the name, but it feels just a little bad, a little weird to always have the word dumb in the welcome. So I don't know if I'm overthinking that, but it's on my mind. And yeah, the other point, which is related to that, is that we have a new logo for the channel. So already dropped some coin on the name, so we might be a little bit committed here, but not if there's a lot of feedback saying, yeah, it's just not a great name. Which even for that reference, is that really a good reference? Is it a helpful reference? Is this a good name, Dumox Chess? I don't think it is. Look at that. Our current rating is 938. So, boy, we got our work cut out for us. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's play a new friend. And we're black, playing somebody from Mexico. Somebody with also not a terribly high rating. Just take a quick peek here at Alan. Um, Alan has played a lot of games. Alan has played almost 1,000 games. So, um, okay. Looks like okay. Okay. Right. Not a big fan of of taking back. Not a big fan of taking back, if I'm honest. Just taking the queens off the board like that. Um, Being not good at chess at the moment. So, what we could do is take back. That's another channel update. I forgot to mention that at the top of the billing. We now know how to do the arrows, and basically just click on a square with your right mouse and you drag it to where you want that sucker to go. So pretty easy. Not great at deleting them, but okay, yeah, not great at deleting them efficiently. So worth considering taking on E, and he would almost certainly capture my queen, and I would capture back, and things just would not be looking great, I think. Um, But in terms of defending against this, not a ton of super appealing options either. But I'm considering defending with, well, that's not even defending, right? That's just developing that knight and threatening um, his advanced e-pawn. He would almost certainly still capture and reply. I can, of course, capture back. I just will be down a pawn at that point. So it's a pretty simple question. Am I more interested in sacrificing my pawn structure and losing both of our queens and opening my king up? Um, or do I wanna go ahead and take a hit and lose the pawn? Let's lose the pawn. Let's lose the pawn. We'll get some development going. Um, and I'm not too worried about it. He's likely a stronger player than I am at the moment. However, that's not saying a whole lot. I've got an incredibly low rating, so this is a bit obvious, right? But yeah, let's not. Let's not. Let's. Okay, that would be pretty crazy too. I think. No, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I was thinking it might be crazy, but it's not. It's not crazy. We have two, you know, pretty significant pieces attacking this e5 square. So what's he going to start thinking about? He's going to start thinking about, how do I defend this pawn here? And one pretty straightforward way would be developing your knight to f3. But he might also be looking at developing his dark squared bishop, which would pin my knight temporarily. I think if he develops his bishop, I'm going to move my bishop to e5 there, which threatens this pawn, this b pawn, which might be kind of nice, and of course also protects my knight. I'm enjoying a LaCroix. I actually cracked a second LaCroix already because, I didn't want to make that rude sound on camera. We've got plain LaCroix tonight. Strongly prefer lemon, but hey, they were out, They were out, and I had to make a move. And the move was I wanted LaCroix tonight. I don't think I made a terribly impressive move there, but on the other hand, who am I to talk? I've really burned quite a bit of time off the clock already. Okay, so what else? What else might our friend be considering? He's still got a threat on my dark squared bishop. So he could be thinking about ways to take advantage of that. Maybe, oops. Yeah, maybe moving his dark squared bishop out to f4. Nope, okay. He's going to go with pinning my knight. Okay. Yeah, that's something I was prepared for. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with what I had thought, because now we've got this nice threat on his b pawn. Okay. Okay, so yeah, he of course saw all of that. His queen is open. Hmm. His queen is open, and we've taken one of his bishops off the boards. So that's tempting, right? And we're down on time, so let's go ahead and do it. This won't take him much time to think over. He, of course, needs to take my king. I will probably respond with castling. Castling king sides. But I could also consider putting him in check again. He would probably push this pawn or maybe develop his bishop, but that would be kind of nice, actually. So maybe it is worth considering putting him in check again, because if he pushes his pawn, that's a fairly passive structure for white. I can just drop back to the square. E6, yeah, E6. My intention would be getting along this diagonal and preventing him from putting his bishop on c4. He's taking longer here. I mean, longer than I would have expected, but maybe he just wasn't expecting that move. But yeah, surely, I mean, his only playable move is to capture with his king. And again, I'll respond with castling. Or, well, yeah, and again, maybe not. Maybe putting him in check, inviting him to push his f pawn. Wow, well, we're now significantly up on time. That came kind of out of nowhere. My chat is still disabled for being such a new user. I think I've only got 5 games now. I think this is the 5th game on this account. Is that right? Four games. I don't know if it's counting our current game or not. But yeah, I mean, he's got a. Maybe he walked away from the board. I don't know. This is a bit of an unexpected pause. That would be unfortunate because, yeah, I'm not sure that there's a ton to dissect here so far. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do in these long pauses because if I start to get on rambling about something, that's about the time he's going to come back, I imagine, and I'll be mid ramble. I won't even have my head in the game anymore. But on the other hand, here we are, and I think it's, geez, I don't remember his last move, what, how long ago that was, but he's been sitting on this for a good while. I think it's at least possible that our opponent um, maybe thinks he can't capture back. Okay, no, he doesn't think that. Well, let's just put him right back in check. I would love it if he would block with his bishop because I would definitely trade. Yeah, in a game without queens, I would like to be the only one on the boards with a bishop. And now I'm wondering about castling queen sides. That would again put him in check. And I've got these two active bishops, although, he's certainly going to block with something. I'm going to guess. His pawn. And if he does, my reply will be to castle and put him in check while doing so. But I think this game is in the bag. I mean, we've not played incredibly well. I don't think this is going to be a terribly valuable video for anyone, if we're being candid. But yeah, I'll go ahead and post because, got to get back in that rhythm. And yeah, it's a bit of a long game as well, right? I don't know how far we are into this video, but I'm gonna guess we're approaching 15 odd minutes. So yeah, 50 seconds left on the clock. You know, uh, he he's not hurting for decent responses, but he's resigned. So um, we've now played 5 rapid games, and we're now over 1,000. Yay! That's great. Let's go ahead and hop into analysis. We've got a mistake and a blunder. Well, let's do game review. Okay. Okay. The Nimzowitsch defense is, I guess, what I was playing. Okay. Okay, looks like that was a boo-boo. So I liked this move for the threat it placed on b2, which capturing that would have been sweet because, well, actually not necessarily. I might not have gotten the rook in that scenario. But, right, because the rook can drop down and just kick me. In any case, what would be the better move here? So it's saying there's a better way to defend that piece. Well, perhaps it would like this. Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. Okay, so it wanted me. So I guess is it just inefficient to use the bishop in that way? Or I guess, yeah, it's not even that it's inefficient, it's that I'm opening myself to a lot of dangerous situations. I mean, of course, I can just capture right back with my king, but okay, point taken, point taken. That was not a great move. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a much better move. So, lesson learned, I would hope. Probably not learned, but yeah, this exchanging well, taking with the bishop instead, which is what I end up doing in the game, is not nearly as efficient. Oh, right, I don't need to retry that again. Yeah, so white resigns a bit stronger. White resigns in a bit stronger of a position. I mean, I would have expected to see me have a slight advantage. Um, that's interesting. I'm more developed, but I'm down a pawn, so I guess that does make sense. In any case, yeah, not a great game. Sorry all. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll play again tomorrow.